male and the females. Tactics will be pretty straightforward. There's the lines in, there's not too much water moving. We're straight in, we're straight out. Probably the only thing maybe is a tiny bit of a gutter and a few potholes just in on that right-hand edge, but you'll see most of the athletes when they're coming through will sneak through to the middle of the arena. Again, final instructions for these athletes as we wait for the top 8 to be crowned in about 12 minutes or so, booking their spot in tomorrow's 10,000 point iron final. Don't need me, just walking. Are we on? Oh. Which one? I can put it on my hat. Is that further away from my mouth? Okay. 2-2. Upgraded, please, mate. Please.
Big time now.
When all the school teachers are at school, the ring-in comes. No. This is all about the sport of surf life saving, and that's what we're here for today. So Harold Marshall here with you for the last 2 races of the Shore & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. Flying solo this afternoon. Shore & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. We are ready to rock and roll. Everywhere.
Okay.
All right, so we're in the starters' hands here. Last of the semi-finals here. 20 starters for the males. 8 will make their way through to the final tomorrow. Again, this is a big 10,000 point event. Points are at a premium, but we can't be thinking about points at the moment. We need to be thinking about that top 8 position. So this is going to be the 3rd race for all these gentlemen. First race was quite elementary. We had 9 heats, so great numbers here. A heap of starters. First quarterfinals saw our top 8 make their way through. So for most of these gentlemen out here at the moment, that was just a nice little warm-up. Get a feel of the conditions, get the cobwebs out, get a little bit of momentum, feel the water, see what the beach is doing. And again, as I stated earlier, it's not too much at the moment. A little bit of a deeper start. The boys just trying to find that equity out in the water. Because it is so short, any sort of half ski length off the start, just that early jump, just may be enough for you to get boxed out of that first can. And then once we get to that apex, it could be race over by then. So when it's short, when it's sharp, it needs to be precise. It needs to be perfect. You still need to maintain your poise whilst being powerful. It is all the P's here as we get through to this first semi-final, and we're in the starters' hands. Off, away, and clean. So again, just the starters for this semi-final: Callahan, Harlan, Casamento, Asher, Doyle, Green, Borg, Morris, Taylor, Collins, Williams, Jay, Middleton, Morris, Chapman, Stewart, Burke, and McKenzie, along with Parrish. So the guys are now making their way out nice and clean. So this race can be set up in this first leg. Can't be won, but it could possibly be lost. And then it appears as if we make it closer and closer to that first orange can, they're going to get bunched. So a couple of the guys just trying to take that wider berth because we want to be able to keep those paddles in the water and clean. Then it's that red ski out in front there. Taylor for BMD Northcliffe looking ultra strong at the moment. And a couple of guys just getting jammed up at the back there. So a few of the guys, that might already be curtains for them because there's not too many runners on offer at the moment. But just as we say that, a couple of little bumps from that northeast, a couple of guys coming a little bit wider. We saw in the earlier races, the runs were pushing them down to the south. So being up there on the skis, they'd want to be getting that rate up nice and strong, try and find any sort of run, any sort of push. And then it's the 2 heads there from BMD Northcliffe making their way through. We're going to call it Morris and Taylor at the moment. So again, 8 is that number. So the guys will be trying to get enough of a lead, just to extend that through to that swing leg, because if we can get out to it and protect it, and as we say that, right-hand side, little waves coming through, so we're going to have our top 6 making their way through, and then a bit of work for that chase pack. So Handler's doing a great job through there. So Morris, first one up on his feet, looking strong. So Chapman, first one up and out for Southport. Borg trying to get some work in as well. So it's a double Morris's through. Joey Collins, Borg. It is this the year that Cooper Williams can get it done. We'll soon see what happens. A lot of work to be done at the moment. Ethan Callahan, Bonnie Hills, he was electric out there. And the guys just working hard. So this is where the transition work needs to be done. So still everyone's in this race at the moment. A lot of work to be done there through that bank. You just see that water just getting more and more shallow as we get into this evening setting. And making their way out and around. A couple of ways to contend with, and then out into that clean and green water. It's still a bit choppy, but it is short, it is sharp. And then we just wait for some moves through there. Like Casamento was really strong on that board, just on that his earlier heat through there. Morris been looking really strong. Taylor's been foxing at the moment. Joey Collins, again, just going through the motions, is going to be the ones that, this is where this last bit of exertion is going to be. A couple off track at the moment. It's a 2 white cans with the inside is what we'll be looking at. So Mackenzie, again, another resurgent from there. Jay's been strong. But the one to watch, we've seen over the last few years on the home beach, Cooper Williams has been knocking on the door of excellence, knocking on the door of win after win, and he's been thereabouts. And could this be the weekend that he pieces everything together? And then the first one around those cans. So it looks like it's just still going to be BB Northcliffe and 1 and 2. It might be Borg there from Newport, just tucking in on that inside right, setting himself up after that ski leg. And then there's a log jam as they get around to that last can. It might be a bit of thrash and bash, but the guys will be having a bit of a count, a bit of a look around, noting that they're going to be somewhere in the vicinity of that top 10 and only 2 are going to drop out. And this is where the gamesmanship's going to be. So no waves on offer. Everyone just squaring up, heading their way straight back to shore at the moment. And it's still Northcliffe just holding on to that lead at the moment. So there's no need for top 1 or 2. 8 is the number. And just as I say that, a tiny little lift coming up underneath. There's no way we're pulling down the top of that. Just fattening up, still holding on to it. Some great skills there. Probably another 5 metres and we'll be up and running, and they'll be scooting across to that left. So Morris just having a look around. The rest of the pack just squeezing down to that right-hand edge, and it's getting closer and closer to that gutter on that right-hand side. So 8 is that number again. Making their way through. Comfortable at the moment. And here we go. So the back markers is where the angst is going to be, where the energy is going to come from, where we're going to see the handlers just calling out numbers to let them know exactly where they're at, because there's not many places left after our top 4. But Morris looking strong. Joey Collins there as well. Harlan. Oh, and here we go. It's the Wonder Cap. Middleton, Casamento, Parrish. Oh, what a swim there. Callahan holding on, and then it's going to be Borg in 9 at the moment. Williams in 10, and there's a bit of hurt through there as well. Taylor got some work to do into the board league. This guy's going to be down in his belly, driving hard the whole way. 8 is that number. 5 now up on their feet. Parrish on the left-hand side, just trying to hold on. Callahan with some work to do. But Zach Morris just being clinical at the moment, just holding on to that lead. There's our top 3 making their way through. Casamento just easing up into that right-hand side. You see the guys just trying to get a couple of breaths. A couple of heavy strokes. Big breath. Fill up the lungs, have a peek around. Left, right shoulder, see what's around. Who's on the wash, who's on the left, who's on the right. What number are we in at the moment? Just Casamento and Morris just holding on to that top 2 positions at the moment as we get closer and closer to the log jam, which is going to come. No need for too many tactics for these guys at the front. They'll just want to get into that clean water, just get across the back, and make their way to shore, secure a spot in the final this afternoon. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what we're looking at turning on that last can. So it might be Parrish sitting in about 10th at the moment, 9th to 10th position as the guys are flying through. Last can up on their knees and they'll be driving away, trying to find those best lines. Again, runners are shooting down to the south, but are we going to be lucky enough to be able to pick something up? So Harlan thereabouts as well at the moment, but through the middle. Casamento. Just doing that head count through there. Joey Collins comfortable there as well. So I think Borg might be on the precipice of missing out at the moment. Driving hard, trying to pick up any sort of runner. And again, 8. 8 is that figure. And Casamento, first line up. Callahan with an unbelievable swim leg. Went into the water probably about 10th or 11th into that swim leg and just absolutely showed that domination. That's enough for him. And Casamento, it just seems like a Monday or Tuesday afternoon for this young man, making his way through. He's looking lean, he's looking fit, just waiting for the last count. 2, 4, 6. And I believe it's going to be Borg sneaking in to that last spot for 8. Little high five, and then it's just going to be Mitch Morris missing out on that one. The lady's going to be on the line very, very shortly. So the top 8 to make their way through. Casamento from Alexandria Headland. Much improved swimmer. So made his way into that top echelon and then just burned him on that board leg. So he's taking that one out. Callahan from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Riley, Harland, Collins, Morris getting it done together in 3, 4, 5. Odin Parrish in 6. Nick Middleton, Wanda in 7. And Jackson Borg securing that last ticket into tomorrow afternoon's 10,000 point iron final here at the Hayden Kenny Classic. So that wraps it up for the gentlemen. Now onto the start line for the ladies. Same equation. 18 athletes, 8 will make their way through to the final. Got Kyra Bender from Northcliffe, Lily O'Sullivan from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Northcliffe's Lily Finati, Piper Harrison from Newport, Taylor Halliday,
surf
she's back,
sports
she's
event
fit,
of the
she's
summer
strong,
is
she's furious,
back.
she's ready to go.
The Shore and Partners
Gemma
Hayden
Smith
Kenny
Welsh from
Classic returns
Northcliffe,
to
Chelsea
Alexandria
Wood, Burleigh
Head.
Heads Mowbray Park, Naomi Scott from Northcliffe, Sienna Bush, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Claudia Kelly from Northcliffe,
the 5th to the 7th of
Emma
December.
Woods and Zoe Woods.
The world's
separated at
best
the
surf
moment by
sports
Bella
athletes will
Williams
battle
from
the
Burleigh Heads
break
Mowbray
and
Park.
each other for glory,
Charlotte Hart,
a
Dakota
share
Luke
of
from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park.
$500,000 in
Liv
prize
Cruz from
money
Newport,
and
Mia
points
Cook
in the Shore
from
and
the host
Partners World Ocean Series. So get down to Alex Surfy and the Bluff Bar for the best seat in the sand as these surf sports superstars honour an ocean icon at the Shore and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic.
Final instructions for the ladies. The TV package will be on tomorrow afternoon. And just while we wait for the ladies to get back into the water, we'll go through the iron final for tomorrow. So Borg, Middleton, Charlie Verco looked really strong again today. Bevilacqua was just lurking. Strong as always. Big swell, no swell, it doesn't matter for that guy. He's just going to get it done. Noah Steiner, CJ Brennan from Currumbin, Ali Day. Dane Sutton won his last quarter final from the Wanda Club. Young chap, just back from captaining Australia at the international, bit of a Kiwi accent because that's where it was. It was Choice over in NZ. Joey Collins from Northcliffe, Corey Fletcher from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Riley Harland from Northcliffe, Finn Askew. Can it be 2 wins in a row, taking out the Coffs Classic a couple of weeks ago? Connor Maggs from Mermaid. Braden Casamento, we just saw him then. He looked comfortable, he looked strong. Zach Morris, Northcliffe, Jai Templey, Joel Piper. Just a quick line, Joe. Was that Seeing.
Oh man, like just how flat that is out there and the amount of legs you're using, going in and out through the break and then add on that like 300-meter run, man. It's ruthless, that really hurt.
Can we just rewind it back a week, hanging out with the whānau over in NZ, representing the Black Caps. Talk to us about culture and I guess the mana and the spirit that you guys have over there for surf life saving.
Mate, great use of the word mana there.
That's what I do.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Like the NZ team, we're always kind of underdogs, but it felt good to kind of Aussie team and try and give them a run for the money. The first 2 days were really good and they really stomped us in the last day, but mate, it shows great improvement and we're moving in the right direction. The culture's good and hopefully we get them eventually.
It's coming, it's coming. Thanks, mate, for your time. Rest up, recover. We'll see you tomorrow.
Man, that was
Tough. So for those at home, off camera, Joey Collins just saying how tough that was. That was brutal. Ice bath in the legs, get some compression on there because we need to be fresh. And ladies now in the starters' hands. So hush across the crowd as the starters done an unbelievable job. We'll just wait to see out through the middle. All the work is done through the middle at the moment. And it's going to be that red ski again. Bella Williams just firing through. But again, let's go through that start list. So we've got Bender from Northcliffe, O'Sullivan from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Finardi, Harrison, Halliday, Smith Welsh, Wood, Scott, Bush, Kelly, the Wood sisters, Bella Williams, Hart, Luke, Clues, Cook and Harris. 18 starters, 10 are going to miss out. They won't feature in the final tomorrow afternoon. Again, 10,000 points on offer. It looks as if we're out nice and clean, and we'll just wait to see as we get closer and closer. Just rounding the outside and really widely spread at the moment. Looks like the ladies are just trying to minimise the risk at the moment because it's way too early in this short race to throw anything down. And we'll just wait for that first one around the can. And it's Liv Clues just leading us off, as she's done all afternoon here at Alex Headlands. She's going to try and set that up in this ski leg and then hold on for dear life through the swim and the board. And you just see how much water's moving out there at the moment, just getting that northeasterly run coming through and just turning that can nicely. And it's just extended that a little bit. And the girls need to keep that rate up, keep the blade in the water, trying to move as much water as possible as around that last orange can. And it's about trying to find those little lifts underneath. Harrison on the outside right, just trying to pick something. Halliday again, great to have her back in the water, just in on that green ski on that inside right, just trimming up through the middle. But it's Clues leading us in at the moment. It's going to be Williams and calling possibly in two there. And then Kelly there, again, strong all day. Just a little bit unlucky to not get inside that top two in her last quarter final. But she's punching through onto that bank at the moment. But Clues is getting that ski the whole way to shore. Again, tide filling up, so a little bit more water through there. So she's looking good at the moment. So Clues, again, set it up on that ski leg and hold on for dear life because the cavalry is coming. And they are coming at a rapid rate. And they're going to be led by Claudia Kelly from the Beampton Northcliffe Club. So Clues 1, Kelly in 2. And Bella Williams, when we talk about improvement and over a gradual time, she's been chipping away for years and years. First time in the series this year, earned her spot, but the ski paddling has gone up to that next level. Always been a good swimmer, always been a good board paddler. But to now have these couple of performances on that ski today, unbelievable for her. And the crowd goes up as that chase pack has got a lot of work to do. So Halliday, again, home stretch of her own beach, getting some work done through the middle, sitting in about that 11th to 12th spot at the moment. Sienna Bush, Chelsea Wood, Hart and Dakota Luke. So all of the Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park girls are going to be working in tandem to try and make their way through it. And I'll tell you what, it's all about strength in numbers because it's Bender, Smith, Welsh and Scott there for the Northcliffe Club. They're going to try and get as close to Claudia Kelly's feet at the moment. And if they can work as a quartet, they'll be making their way through to the final this afternoon. So we've got 18 starters here, 8 through to the final. That means 10 are going to miss out. And 3 solid, strong races Minimal assistance. It is short, it is sharp. But again, just going back to the quick conversation earlier with Joey Collins, you know, to be 5 minutes after a race and sort of still limping and just trying to just feel some sort of normality in those legs and the shoulders after the short and sharp, explosive, aerobic racing at a big event like this, and then to back it up tomorrow after a huge week representing the Black Caps is an absolutely huge effort. And you'd expect nothing less from these athletes that are, I'm going to call it bias, the most fit athletes you will find in Australia. It is unlike anything else. And you just see how strong these ladies are. Strong 6-beat kick across the 2 white cans, ski, swim, board. So we're just over halfway through and a little bit more. So 2/3 nearly done as the ladies make their way around that last can. So 12th and 13th place, not out of it yet. So we'll need to see a little bit more, possibly gambling, trying to chase something down to that back right-hand side, trying to find some water. But just as I say that, the ladies cutting hard left because they want to get to that bank as quick as possible. And we all know the quicker you're up on your feet, the quicker you're going to be up onto the beach. And Clues is still holding on at the moment at that top spot. So great work from the Newport young lady there. Ski's her specialty. But in her earlier days, she could do the best of it with her swim and her board. She's just holding on at this level. So Williams just coming through at the back. And then it's all the Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park crew along with our mates from Northcliffe, just trying to find something. They're so bunched up, getting closer and closer to that wave zone. Couple up on their feet at the moment. Nice little runner at the front. So here we go. First one's up and running. It's going to be Clues for Newport. She'll be again racing next weekend there in the series. So Clues up in 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 up and running, plus 1 in front. 9 plus 1 is 10. That does not go into 8. So 2 are going to miss out at the moment heading into this board leg. Last little bit of instructions here from the handlers. So Clues just holding on at the moment. And when the pressure's on, the one who always stands up is that of Naomi Scott. Just mowing her way nice and comfortably through that pack there on that swim leg. So she's going to go into about 2nd to 3rd position at the moment. Grace Harris from Mooloolaba left-hand side trying to find that left-hand edge. But all the work is now coming through the middle because we've got 7 ladies on their board at the moment. And the final 6 to 7 have got 1 spot left with some work to do. So Kelly holding on. And the silent assassin at the moment was on that left-hand edge, Grace Harris. Just lurking in there. She's going to be comfortable in that 3rd to 4th spot at the moment, and the rest of the ladies working hard, trying to hold on to anything. It looks like a couple of ladies at the back might have just conceded there because there's not going to be any kind of assistance from the back, so we can kind of just use this as a cool down. But at the front, this is where the rate has picked up. Clues down low, hurting on the belly, just rating, trying to punch away at that water, low chest. Scott just lurking on her right-hand edge, and she's comfortable. She'll know once she turns that last can, she'll be able to turn and burn, and then she'll be securing her spot into this final and going to be really, really strong to watch tomorrow. So closer and closer to that last can. Green can is what we're looking at. And bunched up, just taking a really, really tight turn through there. So Clues holding on to 1 at the moment. Yeah, so Clues just there. We're just trying to pick up the other caps at the moment because it is ultra tight. 8 is the spot, but we might not be too far out at the moment. So Emma Woods is going to be thereabouts as well. She knows how to fight. She's got that extra lift inside, that self-belief. So she'll be pushing hard as well. Inspired a little bit earlier from Casamento earlier, just taking out that one comfortably at the moment. And she's up on her knees and looking so cool and strong at the moment. So counting the heads through there, we've got 4 just on that lead little pulse through that right-hand side. Scott trying to pick something up as well. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to secure that spot for tomorrow afternoon. Grace Harris just on the outside right. So the 2 red boards coming in, that's going to be in positions 5 and 6, which means it's going to be a sprint finish coming down this last wave. Who's going to be able to get their nose down the front? So last little effort through there. Tiny little pushes. Who's it going to be? But at the front in a saunter. With military precision there. Just doing enough on that ski leg. Enough again on that swim leg. And then coming through last spot. So it was Scott in 1, Grace Harris in 2, Clues holding on for dear life in that 3, Williams in 4. It was flat. It was tough. We might just jump in with Grace if that's all right. Just lurking a little bit through there. Talk us through, I guess, going through, noting that it was going to be so flat and strong today. What were you thinking this morning when you rocked up to have a look at the conditions?
To be honest, I wasn't really concerned about the flat. It's like this every day at Mooloolaba. So this is like our bread and butter. Obviously, going to different beaches, you don't know how everything works, but I do have a little understanding of this beach. So yeah, I just came down here and trusted the process and knew what I needed to get done, and I'm happy with how that turned out.
It turned out really, really well for you. So secured a spot for the 10,000 point tomorrow. Rest up, recover, and that wraps it up this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The World Ocean.
On behalf of the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series, we do just want to take the time to thank Shore & Partners Financial Services and Race One Surfcraft for going above and beyond and providing our athletes the best possible prizes you could imagine. So to all of the athletes out there, best of luck this summer. And as I said, one lucky Ironman and one lucky Ironwoman is going to be taking home one of these and $10,000 cash, all to be given away at the Shore & Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic in February. So we look forward to giving away these incredible prizes. On behalf of the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series, we do just want to take the time to thank Shore & Partners Financial Services and Race One Surfcraft for going above